Last day we stopped our lecture here, Myre's blended method. So I think we read this slide and we identified what are the steps, and I told you to solve this one. So now I like to have your answers. Okay, now we have the given data set in this Excel sheet. Then what's the path to calculate? I think no, this should be, there's no number for this column. The spellings are somewhat wrong. Don't worry about that. I needed to tell you that it's column 1, 2, 3, 4, and we need to calculate values for the column 5 and column 6 and 7. To calculate the values for column 5, what we should do, we need to take the multiplication of column 1. Then I will write down the steps. We need to multiply column 1 by the column 3, and we need to add the multiplication of column 2 and column 4 to the previous calculation. So this is the path. Then we will have this amount. Then we need to do the same thing for the next column also. We should multiply column 1 by the column 3, and we need to add up the multiplication of today. Okay, then these are the answers you should have. The student who did not understand the calculations yet, you can ask questions. This is the handout. Okay, then how to calculate sixth one? To calculate values for the sixth column, we need to have this total summation. So that has already given in the handout. So I took that value. Then how to take the percentage values? We need to divide this column 5 value by the column total, and we need to multiply it by 100. So in this way, we will have the answers. I will write down it again. We need to divide this one by the total and multiply it by the 100. Then what we need to do, we need to reduce 10 from these each value to have the values for 7th column. Equal this value minus 10. So after completing this whole stuff, you will have answers for the table. Then again, we can take the absolute values for these values. Then when you are reducing 10 by this value, you will have a minus answer to here. But we can take the absolute values. In that case, we can remove pluses and minuses. So at the end, you can add up those all values together. So that's the step, and that's the way of completing this part. So if you have questions so far, you can ask again. So the specialty of Myre's blended method, we are considering the heapings from 0 to 9. We are considering all digits here. In the Whipple's index, we consider only 0 and 5, but here we consider all single digit. So the way of getting conclusions for the Myers blended index, the theoretical range of Myers index is 0. So the value is approximately to the 0. We consider that representing no heapings. And the maximum value we can have is, give me a minute.